Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is the Olajumoke Gbola. If this is your first time on my channel, I want to say warm welcome to you. And if this is not your first time, you've liked, you've shared, you've subscribed, you've even told a friend to subscribe, you've commented, guys, you've got my heart, and I want to say thank you so very much. On today's video, I want to share with you things that you would not even believe, like things that have shocked me to my bone marrows, as in, is this for real? Am I dreaming, or is this happening? Like, I had to pinch myself sometimes to say, oh, this is your new reality right now. And number one, as in topmost on my list, will be the fact that a lot of students here wear loads and loads of skimpy clothes. Gosh, like I'm driving and I'm seeing them and I'm like, God, I cover my son's eyes with the blood of Jesus. I cover his eyes with the blood of Jesus, because it's not even yet summer, and this is not even about summer. Even when it's cold, the skirts are so skimpy. You know, sometimes I even have to ask my daughter, how do these people sit in class? Because you don't even have to bend for me to see everything. Me standing up straight, I can see a lot. So how do they manage to sit down in class? This freaks me out a lot, and I'm like, is this my new reality? Is this what my son will be seeing everywhere, every time? How am I going to cope? God, I have to be soaking this boy in the pool of the blood of Jesus, because it's so, for children who have not been used to this kind of exposure, is really, I mean, my feelings with this, I can't even lie about it, because I'm like, why expose these young ones to this? For people who have been born and bred, they are used to it. But we coming from where we are, where decency, where, you know, you don't see those kind of things on a regular, is completely different. And I know it's a new reality, but it really breaks my heart, you know, that why? And I'm like, are you not even cold? This cold that we are wearing jackets and everything, and your legs everywhere up to is just open. How do you manage? This freaks me out. This really shocked me. And then my daughter told me that in the school, the teachers sometimes tell them to wait in their presence and draw down their skirts. I'm like, really? So they even have that little decency to say, draw down your skirt, so you could be drawn down. This is one tough thing for me that I have to cope with, but I guess I don't have a choice. It's the new reality, you know. But it's so much for I'm in my feelings for my son, especially because he's not used to that kind of exposure, you know, seeing people's laps and no, but well, we have to deal with it, and self-control has to pray for him, like really pray for him, you know. So that's number one on my list. Number two on my list will be, guys, I actually attend a white church here, and for reasons best known to me, decided that we should go to a white church. I still do my online church and all of that. Is completely different from what I've been used to, and I'm happy to, you know, taking a new way of doing things and not be stuck in my ways. And not that there's anything wrong with attending a black church, but that's just my personal preference, you know. And I noticed something while service is going on. Some people actually go out to have a smoke, and come back into the service. That one shocked me. I didn't even notice, you know. I thought that this person does it when service closes, and I see him stand in front of the church, like when we're going home, and he's doing his thing, and I'm like, really? But why did he have to stay in front of the church, even though, you know, why couldn't he just move away from the church? Not until I took time and I noticed that even during service, he goes out to have a smoke and comes back in the service. That cannot be my Niger church. In fact, bouncers and security and ushers will not let you pass. But honestly, I'm seeing all of these things and I'm like, you know, that's another thing that has shocked me that so you can stay in front of the church and just be doing your thing. You can even take permission to go out during service, go and come back. For real? Anyway, another thing that has, shocked me is the fact that I would never have thought that my car could go unwashed for 6 months, guys. Like, I sat down to say, when was the last time this car got washed? Six months ago. The car, outside of the car was not washed for 6 months. The moment I did the calculation and I realized, I was like, this can never happen in Nigeria. Is it the dust? Is it the muddy water? Is it the... So, like, no, and don't get it wrong. The car was not dirty. It was not dirty that I said, this car is too dirty, I need to wash. In Nigeria, I know the car, whether dirty or not, gets washed every day. But here, where's the time? Where's the... No pipe that you do your thing sharp, you have to drive to the filling station or to the car wash, and I'm like, ooh, where's the time for that? But 6 whole months, guys, without the car being washed. It's not like the glass was dusty. It's not like the thing I experienced was I parked under a tree and then the birds pooed on the car and I had to use water to wash away the poo. That is the most that I remember about washing that car in 6 months. And that's the windscreen, Things are happening. Another thing I would like to point out shocks me is the questions people ask you. People ask you so many private questions, like, for example, my wig. There's a particular person that keeps, every time she sees me on a different wig, she says, oh, is this now your real hair? Is this... I'm like, do I have to get stuck to wearing one wig to work, for God's sake? Because every time she keeps asking me, is this now your real hair? I'm looking forward to seeing your real hair. I'm like, calm down. Some will ask you questions. How many children do you have? Where do you live? Personal things that on a good day I wouldn't have asked anyone, because, and they would have asked you and then said, oh, hope you don't mind, but they've already asked. And not answering might look like you're shunning them, or you're not trying to be nice or be friendly, or what's the big deal about the information anyway. But I find it quite unsettling, asking me some private questions, like, it's a lot. It's really shocking. Like, Madam, face your work now. Let's do this work and go home, because I have learned that the workplace is not a place to make friends. So we're here for work. Let's do the work and go home. What's with the unnecessary questioning and, where does your partner work? So how do you... No, don't go too far now. I'm always like trying to just change the topic and say, oh, can we... Leave me. I don't want too much questions. I don't like to talk too much. Just leave me. Leave my talk for my YouTubers. For my YouTube people, I don't want to do so much talking, because when you talk too much, you won't know when you say things you're not supposed to say, So I don't like that. And that's really like, Another thing that has been like, is the fact that there's no opportunity for me to just call up someone and say, hey babe, can you help me pick my kids from school? Nothing. You've got to do it, whether you're sick, whether you've got to do it yourself. There was actually a time that my kids went to school hale and healthy, nothing was wrong with them, and then I was ill at that time. I managed to drop them in school. 3 hours down the line, they called me that my daughter is terribly ill. I'm like, which daughter? Says she's throwing up, she's this, she's that. I'm like, hey, even me, as I am like this, I cannot drive, I'm sick, I can't come. Can you please put her in a cab to bring her home? The school told me that, oh, we're sorry, for our safety, we can't do that. What we can do is arrange a cab that will pick you up from home, and then you don't have to drive, pick you up from home, bring you to the school, and then you can pick her up and both of you can go home together. I'm like, this one, I can imagine the number of people I would have called to say, please help me to pick her up, please help me to do this. All of those things is really shocking. The fact that you are just by yourself, you're by yourself. And that pushes me to how people are desperate to connect. I mean, people of a particular community like Nigerians are really willing to connect, because those times will definitely come that you need somebody, or you need one help or the other, that back at home you would have gotten, so easy and so cheap. It comes with the life that we've signed up for living here. All these things that are really shocking, and we're in the process of adjusting. We're in the process of, knowing that this is our new reality, even though sometimes you still can't get it out of your head. Like, come on. I the things that have really, really shocked me, some good, some not good, in my period of time in the abroad. I hope you had a nice time on this video. I had a nice time gisting. This is just pure gist, and I really look forward to having you on my next video. If you've not liked, you've not shared, you've not subscribed, you've not hit this notification bell, what are you waiting for, guys? Thank you for doing that. All right, see you in my next video, and bye for now.